Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Frequency Fluid channel. It is January 25th, your Monday. If you are across the international date line, it is now the 26th of January. And I hope everyone has had a wonderful weekend. I hope everyone is blessed with good health. And I want to get right into it. Today, we're going to talk about overcoming the overwhelming. Much easier said than done. But the attempt here is to redefine what being overwhelmed means so that we can combat the all too often used negative stigma on overwhelming emotion. Um, the reason it is all too often used to define negative emotion, the word overwhelmed, is because a lot of times it takes those moments in adversity to feel overwhelmed because a lot of people are so strong. Most people are so strong, even when they don't realize it. I believe everybody has the capability to be such a strong person, and this content is made to give you validation to know that you are strong enough to overcome the overwhelming. So I want to define what the word overwhelmed means. Overwhelm is very simple. Very great in amount is the definition of overwhelm. It is all too often used to describe negatively impacting emotions and feelings. We're going to redefine that. We're going to spin it. We're going to use it to proactively be constructive for our inner selves and to retain inner dignity so that we can feel a sense of purpose and a sense of action that we have taken so that we can know that we've done everything within ourselves to mitigate the feeling of being negatively overwhelmed and turn it into a positively overwhelmed feeling. It's possible. I believe that because I have to practice this all the time myself as a human being. And it is something that, you know, I think that every day we kind of learn as a craft within ourselves. And I encourage you to read stories on social media, read encouraging stories and look for these things that are out there to show you, you know what, there is good in the world. There are good intentions from people that you least expect it. And, don't sell yourself short. The whole purpose of it is to be able to redefine within yourself that that you have sought the proactively constructive way to overcome the overwhelming, because we can use the overwhelming feeling of emotion to give ourselves a sense of purpose and a sense of action, and that starts inside of us. It doesn't have to be something that is put out towards another. It can most importantly be, and needs to most importantly be, something we do to retain our moral inner dignity. This is what I believe. This is what I try to practice and learn as much as I can, because it's a lesson of life that we'll never learn until it's through, as the cliche goes. And we've got to constantly work on that. We've got to constantly be proactive in recognizing when we do feel a negative overwhelming emotion so that we can figure out a definitive way to combat that with proactive, constructive, positive outcome. I believe everybody is capable of achieving this, and I believe in you to do so, using your own power, that you're gifted with. And it makes you the beautiful individual that you are. You can achieve this. I promise you. I believe in it 100%. The world can achieve it. It's going to bring something I speak about very often into reality for the entire world as a human, as mankind, and that's love and compassion. And the more we mitigate the negative, overwhelming feeling of emotion with positivity, proactiveness, and constructive building of inner self and dignity, the more the world is going to become one with love and compassion. Because I believe that is the root of the most important foundation of us as individuals and us as a human, as a mankind. Um, ways to do this, you want to reverse that feeling. As I said, don't forget that the point of this is to reverse the feeling of the negative emotion of being overwhelmed by knowing the true definition that it simply means in a very great amount. So we will turn that feeling into a very great amount of constructive, active, proactive, inner desire and usage of ourselves so that we can feel that sense of purpose and dignity within ourselves, to know that we are facing an adversity and yet we have come out with a positive viewpoint. I've said this in the series on the channel called How to Win at Everything in Life, even if you feel like you're losing. It is not about winning a game. It is not about losing a game. It is about the experience that brings wisdom. And the wisdom is always a win-win for everybody as a human, as a person, as a being. You list the most intense issue that is negatively affecting your emotion. You list a sourced definition of that. An example, did someone say a hateful comment to you? You let it roll right off your back. You are proactively and constructively viewing that now positively for your own inner dignity. I encourage you to do that. Do not let someone else's words burden you. Do not let someone else's actions burden you. Whether it's government regulated actions, which are very prominent right now in life. Do not let hate speech and bigotry affect you to the best of your ability. As I said, this is easier said than done, and I truly, truly understand that. It is a constant work. It is to build the craft within yourself that you can and will achieve that. Once you have listed the most intense issue that is negatively affecting you, you list a sourced definition. Find out where that came from, that it affected you so much. Was it a mistake you made? Was it something someone said negatively to you? Was it something that you read that hurt you in your heart? Reverse the definition of the overwhelming negative feeling and emotion you have. Now create a positive outcome that is feasible and doable for you to remain strong with your inner dignity. I promise you it can work. Pick up a pen, pick up a piece of paper, write these things down, make it real, and you will begin to win that situation for yourself. As I said, it's not about pouring that out to someone else. It's about retaining that within your own self and your inner dignity, because I believe that is of the utmost importance for us to feel love and compassion for all of humanity. Relieve yourself of those personal burdens that have afflicted you internally. Relieve yourself. How about you do this? How about when you list those issues and the definitions of where they come from, how about you list the fact that you are giving yourself credit right there, right then and there, the credit you deserve and you need to be recognized for working to proactively construct a positive viewpoint within your own inner dignity. It is so important. Doing this within yourself will bring much feeling of being overwhelmed with gladness that you stood up for yourself inside. It's something I believe in fully. If you want to lean on those nearby you, fantastic. I encourage you to do that. But give yourself the credit that you are the one who reached out. You are the one who had enough inner dignity to reach out to someone and say, I'm feeling weak and weary and I'm feeling hurt inside right now. I feel overwhelmed. And know that you just did an action that is proactively and constructing, building an inner integrity within your own self. You're giving yourself that avenue to the platform, rather, to be able to stand up on your own soapbox and say, you know what, I feel better because I said something to someone that I felt could help me, or I realized that someone said something to me, I let it affect me, and I'm not going to let it affect me for 1 second longer. I hope that this message has come across very clear. The mission is to redefine what overwhelming is within us as individuals. And it simply means a very great amount. So I say we turn it into a very great amount of positivity, proactive construction to retain our inner dignity and inner self. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the message today. It is very, very important to retain your inner dignity, and I encourage you to do so. Thank you so much. Please hit like, subscribe, share. Let's get those subscriber numbers up, guys. Let's get those comments up. Comment and tell me where you're from. I want to know what country you're from, everybody. And I want to send out love to everybody across the world who's participating in the Frequency Fluid movement. Hashtag love is not tourism, family. I love you so much. You stay strong. Everybody who's dealing with an adversity in the world, you are loved so much, and I hope you stay strong, and I wish you a life of blessings and good health. I truly, truly do. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day.